So, what is the situation you most fear?
Being totally alone without ever having a partner again, and just living the rest of my life in
Living the rest of your life without a partner?
Yeah.
Without someone to love you, without a partner?
Yeah.
Okay. So, what did you write for statement number 1? Like, are you 80 years old, alone? What did you most fear, the thing you most fear?
I'm like 102. My grandmother's 95 and she's 96 and she's doing fine, and her mother lived to 102.
So you're 102.
It's like all those years in between now and then, and just the solitude and all the dinners cooked alone, and like the family reunions I can't bring someone to share with me, and waking up by myself and falling asleep by myself, and like not having human touch is a huge one.
Yeah. So let's hear what you wrote.
I'm sad about the lack of a life partner because for so long I've felt painfully alone. I'm devastated about this lack of a partner because I feel this gaping yearning. And I think the yearning is to share and to feel shared with.
So you don't have a partner. I'm going to kind of shift this, okay? Go to the place where you're the most alone. You don't have a partner, is it true? You're 102 years old. Are you sitting in a chair?
Probably.
Okay, so imagine yourself in a chair. You're all alone. To be happy, you need a partner, is it true?
No.
What did you see that changed your answer?
Hopefully by then I've been doing my work for 85 years or whatever, and by then I don't need a partner.
I think you've been in some good company for those 85 years.
Hopefully.
Your own. So look at you. There you are in this chair, 102, all alone. Notice how you react when you think the thought, I lack a partner. I need a partner. I lack a partner.
Like I feel a huge tightness in my stomach right now to think of it.
Yeah. So you see images of past, future. Close your eyes and look at those when you think the thought, I need a partner. If you're sad, you're in the future. Chances are.
I think the fear...
Now, just so you can know, it's not possible to feel fear if you're not witnessing a movie of you as the identity in a future. So you see that image, for example, of you all alone, and now you're 102 and you're still all alone, and you see that, and as you witness that, you also see in those images other people at the reunion. They all have partners but you. That's how it works. That's what you see in your mind's eye. You see everyone. You're walking down the street, you're going to the market, and everyone has a partner but you. And they're all happy. And then there's you. Alone.
Yeah.
And you sit here in a chair like this, you witness that movie, you compare those images of them and the image of you, and as you witness that, you feel sadness. That is a sleepness. You know, at night when you're dreaming, and you wake up and you think, oh God, that was just a dream. Well, your phone rings, the dream's over, and you say, hello. That phone woke you up out of the dream of this imaginary future where it never changes. You're always going to be alone. And that is a very sad movie. It rips your heart open. Now, who would you be sitting in the chair at home without the dream? Like, take the dream out of it, the past, future out of it, and, in other words, those Post-its, and look at you in the chair. Other than what you're thinking and believing, are you okay?
Yeah. If I'm 102, I'm probably like sitting there doing a puzzle or something.
Yeah. So you see, it's the mind that is the cause of your suffering. And you're not guilty, it's not your fault, it's a movie, you're asleep. You're asleep. Lack of awareness. Awareness is just being awake to the dream. And here's this is helpful. You see that you in the images, that alone, 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 is that you? That's not you. It's an imaginary you. It's when you're asleep to the dream, the waking dream. It doesn't matter if you're asleep or awake. Pain is pain. So turn it around. I need a partner.
I don't need a partner.
Okay, so you're sitting in the chair, you're alone. Do you need a partner in this moment?
No.
Are you okay in this moment without a partner?
Yeah, I like doing puzzles by myself better anyway.
So far, life is looking good in this moment. Let's look at statement 2. So you say, I feel painfully alone. What self is that feels painfully alone?
The one I'm thinking about 2 weeks ago.
Oh, you are good. That was the you of the past.
Here I feel connected and like everyone's great. And I don't need a partner right now in this moment.
Do you know that married people don't have a partner in the moment?
I've heard you say that.
Yeah.
I wrote down something you said yesterday, which was, he has his marriage, you have your marriage.
Yeah.
I was like, oh,
Yeah.
for when I get married, if I do, I'm going to remember that.
So the next time you're married in your mind, apply it there.
Yeah.
Because that's all a married person can do as well. Okay, so statement 2.
I want life to let me find a partner, so I have human touch, sex, someone to mirror and learn with.
So you want to find a partner. Is it true? Really consider that. Are you sure?
There's a clench in me that says an initial yes, and I know if I give myself more time, it would be a no, probably.
You know where I went with it? Because I'm always doing my work. When I ask a question, I'm always contemplating. And I want a partner. Is it true? And you really contemplate that. It's like, how would you know? I mean, how would you know? You don't know until you have one. So you're wanting to be with a partner, and you have specific ideas about that partner. He's supposed to love you. And he's supposed to be, just in general, this tall, this or this. You have requirements, this age, this. And so then when you find a partner, your dream husband and your husband, now you have 2, and one cannot live. Your husband can never live up to your dream husband. It's not possible. It's like, this is the man you thought he was. Well, no, now he turns out to be the man he was. Okay.
And then it's too late. I
Yeah,
get it
and
now.
then it's too late.
It's a pretty good joke.
It's like, no, no one knows who they're marrying. So it's who we believe them to be. And that's as good as a marriage ever can get. So you want a partner. Is it true? How would you know until you're married? I'm just using marriage as a word for partnering.
Yeah, it's in my imagination.
Yeah. You want a partner. So how do you close your eyes and witness how you react when you believe that thought and you're around men?
There's a desperation and I can't see people for the moment that I'm in with them. I am already concocting stories about attractive men I meet, or someone will say something in their online profile and like my profile, and I'll have this story about like, oh, he's into honesty also. This is going to be great. And it's ridiculous. And it drives people away because they don't want a story attached to them.
So, sweetheart, imagine your life without the thought, I want a partner. Your smile is natural, your laugh is natural, your words are honest, no motives. Then when someone falls in love with you, they've got the real deal. When they say, I love you, it's you they love, not the facade you use to attract them.
I think that's why it's in my memory so historically painful, and in my future thinking painful, that there hasn't been a partner, because it's like I try so hard to offer myself, and it's like I haven't thought of it this way before, but it's like a rejection. It feels like a rejection from life. Like, no, you have to keep learning how to be single more, which apparently I do.
So you want a partner. Turn it around. What is the opposite? I want a partner.
I don't want a partner.
Oh, you may be onto something. Why wouldn't you look at your life, and why would you not want a partner?
So that I can learn to be with my thoughts in peace.
Wow. So I don't want a partner. Keep going.
I can do puzzles by myself.
Yep. I don't want a partner.
I don't want a partner. Because
Let's ask the audience. I don't want a partner. Examples? They might not like cats.
that's a huge one for me.
Yeah. We're just saying there are advantages, and this is some experience talking. Yeah. So there are a lot of advantages to marriage, and there are a lot of advantages to being alone, and you can grow either way. And not having a partner is growing you right now. The trick is, for me, is the joy of being with Stephen or without Stephen. That one is equally as divine as the other. And my freedom comes first. And then Stephen he gets to benefit from that. So the more work I do on myself, the more attractive I seem to become to him. But that is what it's like to live with an authentic person. But you can grow either way. And when you're comfortable in yourself, the partner will come or not, which is what's going on now. So there are two ways to get there. If that is where you're going, and that's to be the best person you can be, the person you love living with the most, and to get comfortable in that. So let's continue in that quest, okay? You want to have human touch, is it true? Because he's going to want to touch you when you don't want to be touched. Chances are, you never know. You want to have human touch.
Yes, it's true right now.
Okay. Can you absolutely know that it's true, that that's what you want?
No, because I find it's conditional. So I think it's a no.
Yeah. So you want human touch. How do you react? How does the mind react in your daydreams when you think the thought you want human touch? Notice where your mind goes. The movie, the dream, the false self.
Goes back to that desperation I mentioned of like looking for somebody to cling to. I want it so much.
Yeah. So look at you at home alone. You want a partner, and you've just become unaware of the love of your life, your own being, even with a partner. When you're not in touch with your own beingness, then it's a lonely world, with or without one. And also, I can tell you, if I wanted human touch, and I have done this, and I wouldn't hesitate to do it again. But if I want human touch, I will ask the human being in front of me, would you touch me, please? And they'll say yes or no. And when you know that you have that option, all of a sudden you realize you don't want human touch. Or you do. But you can ask.
Yeah.
You can ask. I want to have human touch, turn it around.
I don't want to have human touch.
Okay, so example.
I don't want to have human touch unless the conditions are perfect.
That limits it.
Yeah.
Who touches you, and where they touch you, and how they touch you, and when they touch you, and
What my story is when he's trying to touch me.
why, and then what he's thinking when he does.
Yeah.
So really no one has human contact. Oh my gosh. That's a wonderful thing about intimacy and sex and anything around intimacy, like physical intimacy. It's all a projection of mind. Like if he touches you one place, you're anticipating the next place he's going to touch, so you don't experience what he's actually touching. And so you anticipate where he's going, and you're either disappointed or it's too late. Or it's fascinating when you do the work on mother, father, sister, brother, and it affects everything in your life. And it's until you find out that you are the beloved. You're the closest one to you. You're the one you want, you're the one you need, you're the one you love, you're always there for you. And someone comes into your life or they don't. Okay, so let's look at 3.
Life should bring a partner into my life. This partner should want to love me the way I am. He should show up now. Life should relent and let me find warm human love. Life shouldn't make me keep learning more and more nuances of being single.
Life should bring you a partner. Turned around.
Life shouldn't bring me a partner.
Another turn around. Try I should.
I should bring me a partner. And myself. Yeah, that feels a lot more honest. Because otherwise, if a partner did show up, I'd be feeling just as lonely.
Yeah. So turn around. I need me.
I
should.
I should bring myself a partner into my life.
I should be my partner
I should be my partner in my life.
to love me.
I should love me the way I am. I should show up now. I should relent and let myself find warm human love.
And give me warm human love.
I should relent and give myself warm human love.
Yes. Your own. That's so important, to give you love. You know what that means to me? Is if I think poorly of myself, to question it. If I think poorly of myself, to apologize and start over, make it right with myself. I mean, it's work. I mean, if you're your partner, if you don't love you, then be your partner until you do. And in the meantime, who knows what'll come.
I shouldn't make me keep learning more and more nuances of being single.
Okay, let's look at 4.
I need a man to pass my vulnerability tests and keep passing them.
What do you mean by that? I need a man to pass my vulnerability tests.
I experience that I use my vulnerability as a test to see if he's willing enough to show up with me, to see if he can go deep with me, to see if...
But it's not forced vulnerability, it's authentic vulnerability.
It is authentic, and I judge myself for going there too soon with people.
Yeah. Nice to have a balance, to be vulnerable when you are, not to show it, but to be vulnerable when you are, and to be strong when you are. In other words, just like you are when you're alone.
When I'm alone, I'm less vulnerable with myself than I am with anyone else.
Yeah, I can see that. So you need a man to pass your vulnerability test. Is it true?
No, I need to stop testing him, whoever he is.
Let's look at 5.
Life is designed for mates. Life is lonely, painful, gorgeously empty, and difficult. This man I want is absent, looking for someone like me, and also alone.
Life is designed for mates. Is it true? God, that's so ingrained in us. Life is designed for mates. Is it true? Can you absolutely know that it's true? if we get really honest, do we marry for love or convenience? It's like, oh, I love him. He can do this, he can do that. He's talented here, he's talented there, and he doesn't mind doing the dishes. And on and on and on. Okay, and if he doesn't do that, we've got a problem. So life is designed for mates. Is it true?
No, I'm thinking that there's some life forms that self-replicate. So there's an example of where it's not.
Yeah. And how do you react? What happens when you think the thought, life is designed for mates, and you don't have one outside yourself?
I think it's a huge contributor to this constant subtle tension and tightness that I hold in myself.
And you feel lacking because we're supposed to mate. It's unnatural if we don't mate. There's something wrong with me. I'm going to miss the whole experience if I don't mate. It's the most important thing, to mate.
Yeah, and I don't know, my image of that, I don't know much about science, but that single cell organism that just self-replicates, it's like that, it reduces me to that. It's like I'm this oozing slime that will have to, that doesn't have a mate.
So your definition of slime, you've got a low opinion of slime.
Apparently.
So if you look at science, you might have a higher opinion of slime than the human race. You could learn a lot from slime. So
Probably.
when you're doing the work, you hear me say, look it up, inform yourself, lower than slime. That could be a compliment. If you open your mind to it, to your mind, not to have a mate just reduces you to a throwaway. Honey. So this is an important question. Life is designed for mates. I don't know. I'm going to leave it to you. Which is the power of this work. It's up to you to sit in that question. Who would you be without the thought, life is designed for mates?
I keep coming back to doing my taxes and filling out that single bubble, and I'm having a hard time getting past it to the opposite of not caring about that anymore. So I might have to sit with that more. I can imagine it would feel freer and I'd just be filling out my taxes, and it wouldn't it would just be whatever else I was doing, but without, just
you
whatever
go to
else
the
I was
box
doing.
and you think, oh, if I married, I could save some money here. Yeah, well, there's a reason. Yeah, but we start breaking this down, you're going to find you have a great sense of humor in the long run. It's like, I'll do anything for money. I'll marry. I don't want to fill in that box that way. Again, I want to save. Those little things they affect our life. They add up. And inquiry just kind of keeps it resolved until you're happy in your life. So life is lonely, painful, empty, difficult. So someone married might say,
I feel like I know where you're going with this.
life is lonely, painful, empty, and difficult. So, this mind, single, or this mind, this is the mind I take into marriage. So I love, sweetheart, that you have the work. I love that, and I love you take advantage of this time that you have with yourself to continue doing the science of you, discovering you, and the difference between you and reality, what you're thinking about reality. So let's look at 6.
I don't ever want life to deal me solitude.
Did you just cough?
A second ago?
Uh-huh.
So probably not.
Who knows? It's a dream. It's a dream.
I don't ever want life to deal me solitude again. I don't ever want a perfect-ish man who might show up to leave me if he does show up.
Oh, see, you're married. He's already leaving you.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm willing.
I'm willing for life to deal me solitude again. And I'm willing for a perfectish man who might show up to leave me, if he ever shows up.
Yeah. Yeah, so I look forward to.
I look forward to life dealing me solitude again.
You know, some people pray for solitude. Which is what you're really looking for. You know, solitude wouldn't be the word, but contentment. You know, married, content, stable, happily. But that is a dream. You have an opportunity to, you know, where you seem to be moving toward happy single, happy married, just happy girl, happy beautiful girl. So I look forward to wanting a perfect-ish man to leave me again.
I look forward to a perfectish man who might show up to leave me again if he ever shows up.
Beautiful. Because what would happen then is you would have this past, future going. You'd be intoxicated with it. In other words, asleep. And if it gets painful enough, you wake up.
One thing I noticed about that question or that answer when I was writing it down, I don't ever want life to deal me solitude again. I was just playing cards with my grandmother recently, and we play this. Well, anyway, solitude in cards would be an ace, which is like the lowest or the highest. And I wrote that down like an ace, like, literally, depending on how you look at it or depending what game you're playing in your thoughts, it could be the lowest or the highest card. So.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you.